Hey everybody, this is the intro and this is Hurl. We're going to be going over how to add images to an HTML file and how to call them in CSS also. So what we're going to do, first to create an image in HTML is just type in the img tag, and then right after that we just type in the source and set that equal to a set of parentheses and close it off. So we need to actually add the closing tag before we end our image tag. So what we have is just one command inside our image tag, which is the src, or the source tag, or command. So what we use with this is we just type in the name of our file, or our picture that we want to grab. So we have an image called example.jpg, and that's just going to display on the screen. As you see here, I don't have an image named that in my folder right now, so it just gave me this corrupted file symbol. But if you had an image called example.jpg, and it has to be in the same folder as your index.html file and your CSS file, well, actually it just has to be in your HTML file folder, but they should all be in the same folder. But so anyway, once you have an image in your folder, you just name it and give it its file extension. If you don't know how to use the file extension, you just right click on it, go to properties at the bottom, and it should say type of file with the file extension in parentheses. So that's for any image. Just right click it, go to properties, and you can see it right there. And that's basically how you call it image into HTML. So next we go to CSS, and we can do the same thing. So say in CSS we can call an image to the screen by actually having some type of object. So we have to have an object to add the image into, of course, because we have the CSS command. CSS commands are just attributes for objects or elements that are inside of HTML. So to reference our whole screen, we can use the aristocrat symbol, or so we reference our whole screen, and we can have this body of code with all these different symbols, all these different commands inside of it that are used to reference our whole HTML file using this symbol right here. So what we do inside of here is just type in background, and we're going to type in image, and then we just type in URL, a pair of parentheses, a semicolon to end that command, and inside the parentheses we enter two quotes with the name of the URL for the image. So again, we would just type in the URL for the image, and since it's in our folder, we just use example.jpg or whatever the name is and whatever the file extension is of that photo. So then when we save this, we'd go back to our HTML file and save this as well, and we would have our image pop up exactly right here. So that's how you do call an image into HTML using CSS, or call an image to a object in HTML using CSS. Now we're going to go over one last command, which is actually just the background command. So what this does is we can use all of those operators within one sentence or one line. So we can say our background is going to have red where the picture isn't, and then we can just declare that image again just like this. So again, right after the color, just enter the file extension or the name and the file extension of that file. The most common ones, file extensions, are of course JPG, then we have PNG, and we have GIFs. So find out your file extension and type that in, and that's basically how we use backgrounds or call backgrounds into HTML. So with that being said, that's basically all I wanted to go over in this video. Well, actually we can go over something really fast too. So once we have a background image into our HTML file, as you can see, we have for that command, the whole web page was turned red, or this color, where the image wasn't, and since the image isn't on there, it just turned our whole background red. Another way to change the background is we could just go ahead in here and delete this command really quick, save it, go back to our index file, type in body BG color, and set that equal to some color, and then of course just in that command or that in that tag. So we could just type in any color, click save, and what we'll get is a white color. So FFF or 6 F's is white, so that's why you couldn't tell the difference. So we'll go to black, which is 6 zeros, and click save and click up here, and there we go. So we get a black background and a black background color. So that's basically all I wanted to go over in this video: how to call images and how to change the background color of your screen. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and please like, subscribe, and watch the rest of my videos.